Hello everyone, hope you can hear me. Today I'm going to show you around Mawgan Church. I've actually not been to this one before, so it's quite interesting. I'm not going to talk for the whole of the video, but I will be talking for parts of it. This part appears to be the children's area. Fantastic windows. It's been very, very nicely done. Stonework is amazing. As I've commented, when I visit these churches, the one thing that always stands out for me is the absence of people. It's like these places have been forgotten. And by forgotten, I mean people don't seem to be interested in spiritual things or about God until something goes wrong. It's very peaceful here. Look at the roof, I don't know if you can see it. It's been carved out quite nicely. I actually love these places. I think they're very, very therapeutic. You know, if you're, depending on where you are in life, you know, if you're looking for answers, if you're looking for peace, if you're looking to find God. It's quite a size. I often think that if more people came to these places, they would get more from it. It's got a nice kind of library area here at the back. Another big church window. Some videos, bits and pieces. One thing you see in a lot of the churches is, you know, I've seen it in other churches as well, is like a kind of prayer tree, if that's what I can call it. Absolutely tranquil and quiet. I love that window, it's quite high up. Presumably this is the bell ringing area, which is exactly what it is. Bell ropes can't kill. I'm not going to go in there, but that is exactly what it is. It's like a tea and coffee area there. So let's just walk around for a little bit more. I'm going to sit down somewhere and we'll have a little chat. Okay, so let's just have a little bit of a talk, and I'll put some notes in the video description. So the topic today is judging. Now, you know, there's two types of judging. There's the kind of condemnation type judging, and there's the, you know, discernment type judging. So, you know, the Bible makes it clear that, you know, people who are Christians are supposed to discern what's right and wrong, and so they need to make certain judgment decisions based on that. But obviously, you know, in Scripture, Jesus discourages people from, you know, sending people to the oblivion and casting a final judgment over them. Now we see that in modern life a lot, you know, especially in the workplace, not just in the workplace by the way, but you know, in normal everyday life, you know, when people are, you know, perhaps doing their shopping in the supermarket, and you know, there's that kind of sense of, oh, not you again, you know, no words are spoken, but I'm sure many of you can relate to exactly what I'm talking about if you live in a local area or a local community. It's perhaps different in the city because there's so many people, so you're not seeing the same people every day, but in smaller places like Cornwall and Devon and, you know, parts of the southwest and other parts of England and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland and places like that, you know, it's going to happen. We've got to be on our guard against it, you know, because we don't know everybody's life story. We don't know what the situation is, you know, whether they're ill, whether they're working, how much money they've got, you know, whether they've got a partner or whatever the situation may be. We just don't know. So, you know, I want to encourage you just to kind of stand back and just, you know, put yourself in their shoes. You know, maybe you see them in the supermarket 3 times a week. Maybe you see them down the coffee shop 2 or 3 times a week. Maybe you see them out on a walk 2 or 3 times a week. Just, you know, give them a break. Everyone's got a right to be here. And, you know, just don't kind of write people off. That's all I want to say about that briefly. I will put all the full notes in the description with the various pieces of scripture. So yeah, it's a beautiful place this. We'll wrap up in a minute. It's quite a size, as I said. Lots of stained glass windows, and you know, could easily get, you know, I reckon you could get to 150, maybe close to 200 people in here, seated. Lovely altar. Yeah, look at those windows, amazing. It's absolutely silent in here. There's no noise and kerfuffle and, you know, but background disturbances like you get in some of the inner city churches and stuff. A bit of a hole there. Again, look at that roof. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's very neat. This is the pulpit area, kids area. Yeah, like I say, you know, when I go, I try and visit different places, but in all cases, what I find is that, you know, in modern day life, people kind of rock up here on a Sunday, perhaps, and maybe once or twice in the week, depending on what they've got going on, sorry. But for the large part, you know, people are quite secular, I think, and that's why these places are quite quiet, if not deserted, if that's a better way to put it. So we're going to conclude the tour any second. I think I've shown you what the place is and what it looks like inside, and yeah, hope to see you on the next video. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching.